All right, this is live trading on June 17th, 2025. Coming in a bit late today, but yeah, not gonna narrate for any purpose other than just what I would normally do. Okay, just have to open. Okay. Okay. So this fair value gap was already. So this is the external range liquidity. So that fair value gap, the external range liquidity was created and traded into the fair value gap, traded to the external range liquidity. And so previous daily high, if anything, it'd be a likely bullish movement on the H4, the daily. The daily, you still have these equal lows, but I was the movement between points of liquidity in terms of IRL and ERL is less clear, but we do have a change in stayed delivery, and so I would say that it's more bullish than bearish. Anything, I'd say it's leaning bullish. The weekly is, I mean, we change the stayed delivery back here. Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of that for a sec. Or that's what I'll do. I'll show. Let's put 8:30 news. see myself staring at it's like I'm staring at my face. It's a little odd, but that's okay. It's all for the result, you know what I'm saying? Showing the real shit, so that's what we're here for. Um, So overall, all the macro time frames, weekly, daily, H4, everything is aligned. So I would say that the weekly and daily are all aligned more bullish than bearish. And so this H4 movement, we traded into the fair value gap first, the IRL, and trade to the ERL. Now what's the next likely point of liquidity in terms of H4 structure would be this ERL up here. ERL to ERL move. Because no ERL has been created. If this creates an ERL, then that would be, just likely to London high. But if we were to trade into London high, if we were to get any bearish reaction, it had everything of my requirement of a reaction, I would be a conservative risk. But if it was to get a bullish reaction, that would be full risk. Price were to trade down, it's probably not going to trade down previous daily low. This is London low down here. That was traded into at 6:30, but those are too far away. I'm looking. Yeah, it's too far away. So wait for London high. Tomorrow's pretty stacked. This is an entire consolidation. And, from consolidation, the only possible state of price delivery is expansion. So I would not be surprised if we get an expansion. And this would be the time that we do it. When we have this liquidity from the open. That's quite the candle. Quite the volatility. And the most recently traded into liquidity was London low. And it was traded into during New York AM. It's a little far away to where I don't like doing that. But if I were to look at a POI that represents this, I would say it's this fair value gap. Price comes in, and now we're within it. So, in technicality, per my system, while I don't like it, any sweep of liquidity after the open with this level could be considered for a trade. I would much rather have London high, but pushed through, pushed away. It's not the biggest displacement, to be honest. And now we're in a low risk time of day. So, just going to stay on the 15-minute for right now. This was traded into like 8:45. We had plenty of sweeps. Well, yeah. low risk time, but that would be an entry. Actually, it wouldn't be an entry, not yet. There's no confirmation of order flow. At this point, I almost just want to wait for London high. So quiet and intense. It's not intense, right? Just following the system. That's all. I want to make sure I'm not doing mental gymnastics as I do this, right? But I will say, like, I'm also not trying to outsmart my system and just say, because I don't like something, I'm not going to trade it. Like, that is technically my system. We have this time-based liquidity level. We pushed away from it with a fair value gap. And so, we pushed away from it with a fair value gap in pre-market before the open. We already traded into it pre-market, but pre-market we come back and we sweep liquidity within it. And now I'm gauging a reaction. So absolutely valid. And it's my job to come in and make sure that I'm executing despite whether I like it or not. Okay. I'm going to put likely a conservative risk on this. Okay, stops are where are stops? Stops are, at the candle body lows. TP all the way at previous day's high. This is only 2 micros, but stop loss down here. TP is, let's see if we get an expansion. 2222450. to 224. Yeah, 75. Just a little. We'll treat it as a. Yeah, let's see. You want to see this? Definitely want to see these guys liquidated with that. So, this is a small thing, but I'm going to trail the stop up to where, watch that. Yeah, I would say that I don't want to see this traded back into. We did not create a fair value gap from it yet. Oh, yeah, we did. Let's watch that for a second. I would say yes. If we're pushing through here, we trap these people. From here, we push up and trap. I don't want to see that traded back into. So I'm going to trail my stop loss to this low with a potential squeeze. Breakaway gap is formed, and I'm not going to, it's too aggressive to trail it right to the breakaway gap there, but I'm at the candle low of it. I agree with the stop loss placement. See if we don't get an expansion. You want to see any shorts up in here, you want to see them squeeze. It was squeezing. We don't want to see this momentum traded all the way back down to here, though. That's why I'm trailing my stop. In which case, a fail flip of it would be more appropriate. I'll just draw out the 2R region as well. This 2R region will be like a flush through London high if we do go there. We'll see. That is a breakaway gap. Sit down. Okay. It's not the 1 minute, is it? Oh, let's go. Squeeze them. Squeeze them. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can't squeeze them. Still holding the stop loss where it's at, though. That was dope. Come on now. I always think, it's like if I was in a short and my stop loss was here, what would I be thinking right now? I'd be like, well, damn. But then, you never know. You never know. You never know. So. If this holds above these highs, I'm going to try my stop loss to that low. It's just the ifs. but so far it hasn't actually made a new high yet. So I want to see progression before, if I trail just because I want to reduce risk, it's not appropriate. I want to actually have, progression in this trade. Even if it made a new high, I would probably do it. Let's see. It's looking like it might. High volume, positive delta. I do want to see progression happen. Getting close to 10 a.m. Come on. It looks like it wants to fucking pounce. In what direction? Is the question. Long. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna put my stop loss up to. Let's fucking go. Stop loss up to this. Let's see if this will hold. Again, I'm not at a place of profit taking. Still in loss mitigation mode. Most risks been removed on this trade, but low risk trade due to the time of day. I just want to see this squeeze. We've been in a consolidation this whole time. I want to see this turn into an expansion given our injection of volatility, which is the open. This squeeze, you want to see. I don't want to see passive players come in here, and so my stop loss is moved to this low to mitigate that. They are coming in a little bit for sure, like definitely, but still, ready to go. We'll see if this will run. They'll take advantage of it, and in this area, I'll be looking to secure profit. But as of right now, I'm just focused on loss mitigation. Yeah, I don't want to see this level reversed back into. Retracement is fine. Reversal, I do not want to see. God damn it. Okay. See. So positive, high volume positive delta. Yes. Yeah. Well, which passive players win? That's really the in this case bullish 1 minute for value gap. We have a high, so it's like who is going to overwhelm who, and of course I'm on the long side, so I deem that it's going to be, the bulls, but um, it it might not be, and that's why I have a stop loss, right? And I just like to, it's good to remind myself, that's why I have a stop loss, in case I'm wrong. And it's like, that's why, I could gauge reactions, is because if I'm wrong, I can still make money. So, but we'll see what's going to go on today. I want to see it trade back at least to this high. Again, if it's going to go there, it's likely going to continue higher, but we'll see. I swear, what was that, 1R? This 1.3R is like, I swear it's like, people see 1.3R and it just like shakes the world. Okay. A lot of people are selling. We'll see if it'll get absorbed. But so far, aggression's rewarded with this. Price is pretty volatile today. It's like not moving much, but it is very like whipping around. It's been like this past like week. We want to see like if this will continue. We want to see this all these sellers get wiped out with a flush. See if it'll squeeze them. Did it reach it? See, it still hasn't reached this high yet. It'll pop through that. That'd be interesting. I want to see it displace back out of the range. Oh my goodness. Okay. I want to see progression before I'm moving my stop, but this is where I move my stop to. We have a fair value gap. We're squeezing. I want to see it hold higher, and then I'd move it up into here. Still in loss mitigation mode up until this region in here. Just like take a look, see if we do get a flush for here. Yeah, likely. I mean, this is a fair value gap. 2Rs right here. I would say that if we do come into this region, that it'll go. You know, this is a nice region right up in here for it to flush right into. I'm gonna trail my stop on this right up to just the way that this is. You know, holding up in here. I'm gonna trail it to this. Basically removing risk on that trade. Let me wait for, I just want to kind of wait for this candle to close though, actually. See if I still like that idea. Yeah, definitely. Stop loss, break even on that. I want to see this, you know, hold up in here and take everybody out and flush into the 2R region. Liquidate them. We'll see. And again, you know, if you're in a short, you have your stop loss here, like, what's going on in your mind? That's what I always ask. You know, now at the same time, you're like, oh my God lost placement. You never know. You never know. Back in here, yeah. You want to see this aggression. Definitely want to see that leg in price maintained. And, you know, if it's not, then I'll be out. But squeeze them and hold. Just keeping stop loss where it's at. I want to see it flush into this region. We have London high. Draw London high on Ninja so I can see it. 22, 1, 2, 3. That's London high. Make sure I can see what's going on there. Okay, what about cumulative? We're getting into this region. What is cumulative delta? Very, very high. Did it hit? Did not hit yet. Still not in a place where I'm taking profit, to be honest. I know it just barely tapped, but I need to see it like flush in. what is that? That's 1.6R, 1.5R. I swear to God, people like see it, and it's just like the end of the world. Yeah, it's 1.5R. I'm not concerned with that right at the moment. Let's see if it'll flush. And what I'm interested in is how I'm gonna secure profit once it does. Okay. Let's see. What are we getting? High volume, positive delta. We want to see that. Okay. So, yeah, I would say this is a little pickly, to be honest. Okay. London high is here, but the overall H4 movement, yeah, I'm not going to let my emotions get in the way of this. Yes, we might get a reaction from here, but there still has only been about 1.5R profit, and I'm not just targeting London high. We have an overall macro context for higher pricing, so if this reverses, okay, I will say I'm looking, I would trail my stop loss to this breakaway gap, just as for right now. So stop loss goes to the breakaway gap. And let me at least, let's see, I'm going to do this. Still not, this is 2R up here, you know. Okay, I'm going to take one off. I guess, yeah. Thought it was a little higher, but going to keep the stop loss where it's at. See, what is this delta doing? Because I really need to. Okay. I'm gonna get up on this. I'm gonna get right up on its butt. Let me see. Or hold on. Yes. I'm going to get right up. I'm going to get right up on its get right up on its butt. And just gonna hold this for now. I'm treating this, we are in the 2R region, so I'm not gonna be a fucking idiot. We are in the 2R region. I got one more on, and I'm secured 1.5R. And the way that I'm doing this is, I could close it in full here, but what I'm allowing for is securing 1.5R, but also allowing for the potential for price to move. And so what I'm doing is trailing to the last high volume positive delta, candle. This is, bullish aggression, just trailing there and saying, okay, aggression should continue if I'm to stay in this trade to get extra profit from it. But again, secured 1.5R by taking one off at about 1.7R, and then at about 1.4R having another one trailed, and allowing the potential for this full movement to go. So we'll see if this will continue to be rewarded or not. Either way, secured probably about $3,000. I'd like a lot more, obviously. I mean, don't we all? It's a low risk trade, it's low risk time of day. This last micro, just to put in perspective, right? If we were able to somehow capitalize off an entire movement from here to here, it'd be an extra $4,000. So that runner can go a long way. It's worth leaving it on if you can, secure the same bag. But we'll see about it. It's not as common. Alright, let's see if this will maintain itself. And he's out. Of course, below the candle, but all right. Well, I'll show it like that because that's a little more accurate of the actual RR. Let's see. So about what is that? About $3,500. The initial risk. These are very small, it was very small days. These are all very low risk trades. It's the time of day. I'm, sometimes I'm getting eager to have a little bit more risk, but still overall, given the size of the risk, that was a relatively large win. It was above 1R. That's my definition, is above 1R of secured profit compared to the initial risk placed. And so I'm going to end the day on that trade about a little over it's about $3,500. And, didn't want to execute it, but that's the point of the model. So, all right, that is it for today.